Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lennon. How you guys doing? And welcome back to yet another faction focused Sunday. And I don't think we have that much left, since we've nearly covered every culture, and maybe not every single faction, but we've covered so many cultures that I think we're almost at an end with this. So today we are taking a look at where was it? I just found it here. The Black Sea Colonies, one of the DLC factions, specifically Cimmeria. So as the Black Sea Colonies, you have the rulers of foreign lands, minus 50% public order penalty to the presence of foreign cultures. Very good for expansion, like we used to say. And Greek Hearts, 15% morales during battles in own or allied territory, which can be very handy as well if you're on the defense. Cimmeria has an easy initial starting challenge, and they have your own passives, nomadic archers plus 25% ammunition for all units, not only skirmishers, but I would say this covers all units, including like precursor infantry javelins. So that is very handy. And the Bosporan fertile lands plus 25% wealth from agricultural buildings, which also counts in, I think, in the initial challenge being a little bit easier. But let's get on to the field and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so here we are on the campaign map as the Cimmerians. And as the Cimmerians, you start in a single location with 3 settlements, which is the entire province, which helps you out pretty much early on. You can get either tax harvesting or some early public order, which might help you in the long run if you want to expand quickly. You also start with 2 tiny armies. This is more just a holding force, and this is something to be set for your main force. And as you start out, you do have the military building. So you start out with the ability to build some step spears, slingers, and javelins. So that's your basic recruitment: militia hoplites, step spearmen, and slingers. Then from the muster field, you get the javelins and the hoplites, and that is the only way your units come from, is from the red building tree. So first of all, the periodical camps is your missile focused line. You get some access to young axes and step archers, pretty decent archers, 150 range, 40 missile. For the rest, pretty crappy stats. And you get step horse archers. And your horse archers are going to be useful, but they're definitely going to be outpowered by the Scythians in the long run, so be mindful of how you use them. At tier 3, you get the Cimmerian heavy archers, which just are basically the same, but an upgrade in melee attack, weapon damage, and a bit of more defense and armor. So a little bit of your upgrade. And of course you have the armored horse archers, is a bit of an upgrade on your step horse archers. And at tier 4, you get the picked peltist, a heavy unit, missile damage, short range, but decent ammunition, and for the rest, still kind of decent attack stats, 28, 36, and a 40 melee defense. So they can hold their own. On the other hand, the more infantry piles, like the melee side of things, also you get access to young axes, so no matter which way you go, you definitely get young axes, which is a kind of decent mid-sized early game frontline unit. But you also get access to step lancers, which is a shock calf with a 51 charge bonus, and for the rest, decent stats, but very poor melee defense and armor, as you expect from a early game shock calf. And your citizens calf, more a little bit mid-tier, well-rounded melee calf unit. And from the upgrade of that, we go to the Scythian hoplites. Very decent melee stats, 30, 25, 20 bonus versus large, and very decent defense stats with a 56 and 80 armor. They have hoplite wall. They are disciplined, so that is very good. So they don't suffer morale penalties when the general dies. Very good. And in tier 4 you get the Cimmerian infantry of noble infantry, which is even better hoplite unit. Expert charge defense is a really good one for Cav. They have encourage, so they will encourage nearby units, have a better morale. Also disciplined, very decent units. And you're also getting the noble horse archers, which is a little bit better, I believe, than the armored horse archers. And that's your entire roster, so you don't have a very diverse roster. Although, as you do get access to your military war, so you do get some good ships, some artillery ships to have fun with. So with that being said, let's go check out our diplomatic status. We are kind of friendly with the Scythians. We do have a trade agreement with them. We don't have a non-aggression pact, but they probably would take it if you want to. These guys hate us, and we have 2 wars, one with Pontus on the other side of the sea, and the Siraches, which are over here. So basically it pushes you kind of over this way, but that's also pretty shitty situation, because it's really, like, this is one of the most bullshit provinces with 1, 2, 3, and 4 settlements, and they're so far stretched that it's actually not worth it. And you have a friend here, so probably just take these 2, see if you can hold them, but you'll constantly have pressure from other cultures here as well, so it's gonna be annoying to deal with. So your best bet would be, I think, go south. Try to take this stuff all the way over here. Have some fun with that. Your easy starting position is, of your easy initial challenges, I think, is based on you have a full province. You don't have too many direct enemies. These guys are not that strong. So if you get these guys, like, go over here, recruit for a turn, go over here, recruit for another turn. How many can we recruit? Like 4 units, so you get another 8 units in here, and with a 12 stack you would probably be pretty able to deal with these guys. And after that you basically can do whatever the fuck you want, because Pontus ain't gonna come here that quick. So you could start building up your military wharf pretty soon, and see if you can get some artillery ships going and just be a menace at sea. You can complete the entire Black Sea, so you have a very decent trade region. So there's a lot of options on which way you want to go here, which way you want to expand. And I believe your victory objectives takes you over, like, really over this stuff. Syria, Nabatea, and Egyptus. So basically it pushes you over this way and then just south, so you don't have to go all the way towards Rome or all the way to Bactria. You do have a pretty narrow sized battlefield and victory objectives. So all in all, could be a pretty fun campaign. Pretty diverse stack of enemies that you have to face, like horse archers, Greeks, Eastern, desert units. So there's a lot of diversity in here, which I think can be really fun. So I would definitely give this like a 7.5. A little bit lower because the low diversity of units you have, but still a good campaign. So I think with that being said, that's most of what I can say about this campaign. I would definitely play it, and I would definitely recommend for you to play it as well. So if you do enjoy this, please leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.